Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to a video about X4. I still think about this game every day, and I really want to play it a bunch more myself, but I'm struggling to figure out the best way to make interesting content for this, especially with the sort of unedited gameplay kind of style, because the game does have a lot of periods of sort of downtime, and, you know, with the building up the factory and setting up trade, and I really like that management aspect, but I'm not entirely sure how to make compelling videos for it at this point, and so every time I go to sit down, I'm like, I'm not sure, and then I don't, and then we go through big periods without an episode. I think I should probably just officially call this series done rather than leave it in this sort of odd, awkward, you know, hiatus state, which doesn't make me feel very good. I will say this, one of the things with our little quest to get some AGI processors for what is that called? The Hyperion thing. I was doing some reading, and one of the things that was advised was because there's constant sort of battles against the Xenons over here, and apparently the AGI processors and other things like that can drop from dead Xenon ships. Someone said, just set a scout ship to collect drops in this area and then go and scoop them up from time to time. So that's what I've done. I sent one of my scout ships here. I've got them to go and deploy a couple extra satellites so that we get a bit more of a full coverage over this area. And I mean, we can see there's a lot of wrecks over here, and occasionally we can see some containers as well, for example. So the idea is hopefully the scout will just constantly pick that stuff up and pick up some resources. Right now, I'm flying out to an area for this blazing the trail to find inactive jump gates. I'm not entirely sure where it's sending me. But we did notice a couple of inactive jump gates at some point. All right, so it's sending me to the Sanctuary of Darkness, which does have a Xenon station and B, some Kaok ships here. This actually seems like a very dangerous area to be. But what we'll do is we'll go through to the point of trying to find that. Hopefully we can survive the encounter, or whatever encounter might happen. We might just have to be manually scouting the system out, which, I mean, we can certainly do. Oh, is this our home system that we're in right now? Oh yeah, Heretic Send. Hello! Nice to see you. Still, you know, our ships over here are still doing some work. We still got some trades going on, both for money and also for picking up some resources for this. Money's generally going up and then immediately turning around and spending it on, you know, more space station parts. I would like to build a big empire, and I would like the idea of, like, starting to be able to construct our own big fleet ships and then bring the battle back somewhere else. One of the things that would be interesting, and I don't know if there's like a cheat code to reveal the map from the start of a campaign, I would love to know what systems are controlled by each faction at the start of a campaign, just so that I can then compare at, say, this part of the game. Have any of the systems officially changed hands, or neutral systems been claimed? And I would like to do a before and after comparison there. Oh, escape.
Acknowledged.
Is under attack, by a Kaok Hive Guard. Hopefully you can get out of there. This autopilot is going to fail navigating this asteroid field here. Let me manually steer around some of these rocks. There you go.
Autopilot engaged.
You should be fine. I mean, it will try to get around, but sometimes it bumps into things and takes a while and just loses a lot of velocity. There you go. We got some more payment. I don't know if this is one of our mining ships or one of our trade ships. Speaking of, I hope they're making it okay. This is the one that's running away.
Entering system.
Someone's trying to build something over here. So what do you got? Currently you've got nothing. Oh, you're currently on flee behavior. Oh, you may have been on idle. Oh, all these purple ships are Kaok ships. How can we tell your hit points? Oh, there's your shield down to 66%. Your hull's still fine. You're just fleeing to this independent port. It's got some Kaoks there too. Can you jump to a safer system? Ooh, not really. Huh. I'm not entirely convinced that this port is going to save your bacon here, buddy. I mean, I could override your commands, and maybe I should. Just tell you to go somewhere else. Why don't you... Yeah, try to run to there. Now that's going to stop you for the moment as you turn. Okay, your shields are back up. This guy, that's a Paranid one. And maybe it is fine. Well, there's still some guys following, so I think it's a good idea for you to book it. Let me cancel the override. Oh! You docked!
Entering
Oh!
system. Great Reef.
Okay, that is actually a pretty good way to escape. I hadn't realized you'd actually docked here, and actually you can see the docking platform now. Okay. Still, leave the system, I think, is the right way to go. Meanwhile, for us, we hit R and bring ourselves back. Okay, so we're about to jump into the Sanctuary of Darkness system. We're going to do a snoop-a-boot and see what happens when we discover the unactivated gate. I don't know if it will immediately activate or not. Now, we don't have any pinned anywhere. If I go into scan mode,
Autopilot disengaged.
went into the scan mode, but I didn't deactivate the autopilot, so I think it was going back into travel mode. All right, we pinged a few things, although I think the white pings like that are just stones. Okay, there's a bunch of unknown stations. We know that jump gates are objects. Now we do. Oh! Inactive jump gate over here. Oh, no, that's the transport. I kind of want myself. Now I can give an order, and then I could get up. But no, yeah, there we go. I just want to start guidance. Activate travel speed, please. I think those are coax stations in the way here. Let me go a little bit to the left in case that's true. That might just be some rock structures. Maybe it is. I thought some of the stations had this sort of look.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Yeah, how hazardous? Do I have no shields? Oh my god, it's eating away my hull. It's stabilized?
There it is. Approach the jump gate in the cell. Try to get a reading.
Okay. Scan. Alright, I'm in scan mode. Just gonna boost a little closer. I'm happy I didn't take another hit. Okay, my shields are back too, so there was just a pocket of that dangerous space. Can I see it on the map more clearly? Not really, but it must have been over here. Alright, I'm on scan mode. How close do I have to get?
Jump gate.
There we go.
Each jump gate has 2 pairs of nacelles. They act as caches for storing operational data, among many other things.
Uh-huh.
We're still not very familiar with this technology, or who created it, but...
Ooh,
thanks
long
to
scan.
recent scientific advancements, we are able to make sense of some of the information that we are...
I think we're gonna get a lot of lore drops.
It seems apparent that some of the data likely represents the coordinates of other jump gates. Whether this means that these gates were connected in the distant past is mere conjecture. Perhaps the builders had reasons unknown to us for certain gates to hold,
I love some
special
pilot skill in this guy.
The vast majority of the data in these caches remains a vexing mystery to us all.
Sector Explorer, is that my mod? Yeah, there it is. Okay.
We have gathered everything we can access from this
Right, scan the other side.
Move on to the one on the opposite side.
Okie dokie. There we are.
Yes, some of this data looks rather promising. I'm forwarding all of this to our science team as we speak.
Are we going to be able to activate it? I'm assuming. But it's possible that this gate is just dead and we're just going to use this data for something else. But one assumes. 5/1 VSGR. Okay, just line noise, or I wonder if there was something meaningful in some of that. I like the extra little, like, failure message, like just random status messages here. Abort.
Oh, hi. I'm
Oh, hey, boss.
a worrisome fluctuation in energy signatures.
Is this reactivating? Oh. Survive. Can I just run away? I have to kill him? This is a little unclear.
Forager.
These symbols tell me these aren't very big ships. But I don't like the fact that I've already got some hull damage. I definitely want to fight them on this side over here, away from that hazard.
Awaiting orders.
Man, these things do... Wow, that speed.
Forager.
Okay. I'm happy I've got a relatively decent fighter here in this quest. Alright, that's good. I got a full load, like full drain on my powers here. Oop. Full charge on my lasers. Oh, that's the one I'm trying to target.
Forager.
There you go. Okay, so definitely didn't need to run away. Oh, there's another one.
Hive guard.
Hive guard. Okay. You sound a little scarier. I do have a little bit of shield damage.
You fought bravely, Explorer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if you told me
Display of skill.
exterminate rather than survive.
I just hope this commotion does not result in a more severe and unwelcome reaction.
Wait.
Our science team has pored over the data that Neela team is able to live from cache. While we have not yet completed our examination of the Sanctuary of Darkness cache, it is quite obviously the most promising of the gates. Despite the additional challenges that Kava will
Around.
present,
More dangerous, perhaps. But I'm afraid that things are not going well in Ocean of Fantasy either. The system's planet is devastated and completely uninhabitable.
perhaps,
There we go.
once the provinces have re-established their economy, they can attempt some terraforming. For now, this expedition needs you to map out safe passage for a larger fleet to navigate through Sanctuary of Darkness. You can use nav beacons to determine an appropriate route. Just stay clear of the Ka'ak installations. And other hazardous regions, obviously. For a better overview of the task in hand, do not hesitate to consult your map. It appears you lack sufficient nav beacons.
Oh, was I supposed to have nav beacons for this?
Shipyard or equipment dock.
Oh, map out a safe. Alright, I see.
As we made our way into the system.
Oh, okay. It's like, why can't I use keyboard commands, but that had focus? I'm still just overshooting these too much.
Hive guard.
I mean, that's the wreck.
Container.
Oh, maybe I did pick them both up. Alright, I don't know. So get some nav beacons, and then drop them in positions. Alright. The brakes on this thing are still like... Oh my god, we overshoot so ridiculously. Okay, boost, slow, slow, slow. Okay. I mean, I'm turning the vacuum on, but... I just need way better brakes. There we are. Okay. Tuning software, good. Crafting stuff, good. So, I wonder, like, where... yeah, where will path around? Oh, there's still that one. Not the Hive Guard. That's probably one of the ones I was trying to scoop up earlier and then was missing. Oh, I didn't actually target you.
Container.
Where's the arrow? There it is. Go. And you hit the brakes, like, now. There we go. Okay. I hit brakes way earlier. High energy catalyst, great.
You know, for the longest time, the community of planets thought the Kark had been eradicated by their joint efforts. Recent attacks on solitary miners, and now
So
this.
I'm gonna just path around this area.
Overly optimistic.
I think these orange bits might be threats, or no, I think that's just always what the asteroids look like. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, hold on. I might be upside down from what I'm thinking. There you go. Let's go plus X. There we are. Yeah, I think I may be inverted and not recognizing the directions the same way.
Danger. Hazardous region
Shit.
detected.
Really?
Hull damaged.
Well, I guess our thing's just going to be get through it as quickly as possible. All right. And then why don't you...
Hull critical.
Oh my god, I'm just going to die.
Ejecting.
Oh my god. Just all right, well, I guess this will be a good place as any to put a cut. Maybe the blue gassy areas are the thing. Maybe I should have just cut through this as short as possible because the inner area was actually safe. But we'll wrap it up here. Again, I really do enjoy X4, and I probably will be playing it on my own. But yeah, kind of struggling, I feel, from the content side of it. And I know there's some other things that I want to play as well. So rather than stress about trying to figure this out and doing a lot of like 2-hour recordings that then get cut down considerably, I don't think it's just a very effective use of our time. So we'll call the X4 franchise or X4 campaign for now done. Although I am tempted to come back and do a little look-see at the Star Wars mod for it because it does look pretty enticing. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.